Welcome back to Scott Swing Sports today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back here all by myself again today. My dad is golfing today for a change. I'm here to do my Impact Wrestling Hard to Kill predictions and my NFL wildcard predictions. So let's get into those right now. We'll start with Hard to Kill tonight from Atlanta, Georgia. Should be a good show tonight. I'm not going to buy this one, but I think it should be a good show tonight. First matchup for the six-woman Knockouts Championships. It'll be the current champions, the Death Dolls, Rosemary, Ty Valkyrie, and Jessica, going against Savannah Evans, Sasha Steeles, and Giselle Shaw. I'm going to go with the Death Dolls to retain the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championships here. I think after what happened last night on Impact, I think the Death Dolls are very upset about what happened last night. So I'm going to go with the Death Dolls to retain the six-man knockout tag team championships. Next up in the Falls Count Anywhere match is going to be Steve Maclin versus Rich Swann. Should be a good match here. I'm going to go with Steve Maclin, though. I think Steve Maclin needs a push right now in Impact. I think he's done very well recently. I'll go with Steve Maclin to beat Rich Swann in a no-holds-barred match. No, my bad, a Falls Count Anywhere match. Next up, Jonathan Gresham versus Eddie Edwards. I'm going to go with Eddie Edwards to get the win here. I think Eddie Edwards has been one of Impact's biggest stars over the past year. So I'm going to go with Eddie Edwards to get the win here over Jonathan Gresham. Next up for the Impact Digital Media Championship, it'll be the current champion Joe Hendry, who just took that title off of Brian Myers a couple months ago. He goes against Moose. I will go with Joe Hendry to retain the Impact Digital Media Championship here. I think Joe Hendry's probably had one of the best runs of his career currently in Impact. I think the crowd's really getting into him. So I'm going to go with Joe Hendry to retain the Impact Digital Media Championship here at Hard to Kill.
Joe Hendry is your friend.
Next up for the Impact Knockouts #1 contenders match, it'll be Deonna Purrazzo versus Masha Slamovich versus Taylor Wilde versus Killer Kelly for a shot at Jordynne Grace in the Impact Knockouts Championship. I'm gonna go with Masha Slamovich to get another shot at the Impact Knockouts Championship here. Her only loss in Impact, she just lost a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna go with Masha Slamovich to get another shot at Jordynne Grace, who put the first loss on Masha Slamovich's record in Impact Wrestling back in October of last year. So I'll go with Masha Slamovich to get another shot at Jordynne Grace in the Impact Knockouts Championship. Next up is the TNA Impact X Division Championship. It'll be the current champion Trey Miguel going against Black Taurus. I'll go Trey Miguel, even though he's a much smaller guy. I think Trey Miguel will retain the Impact X Division Championship here against Black Taurus. I think it should be a good match. I will go with Trey Miguel to retain the Impact X Division Championship. Next up in a four-way elimination match for the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Championships. That'll be the team of Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, the Motor City Machine Guns, putting those titles on the line against Heath and Rhino, Matt Cardona and Brian Myers, the major players, and Ace Austin and Chris Bay representing the Bullet Club. I will go with the Machine Guns to retain the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Championships here. I think Sabin and Shelley have been a cornerstone of Impact Wrestling's tag team division for ever since I started watching Impact Wrestling back in 2008. So I'll go with Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley to retain the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Championships here at Hard to Kill tonight. Next up in a title versus career matches, there will be the current champion Jordynne Grace defending the Impact Knockouts Championship against Mickie James. If Mickie James loses tonight, her career is over. And I unfortunately think we are saying goodbye to Mickie James tonight. I think Jordynne Grace retains the Impact Knockouts Championship here. I think Mickie James has had a phenomenal career. It's lasted a really long time. She's getting up there in age. I'm going to go with Jordynne Grace to retain the Impact Knockouts Championship here and end the career of Mickie James tonight at Hard to Kill. Next up in a match that I heard last night's going to start the show. I'm surprised they're putting this match out first, as it'll be Full Metal Mayhem for the Impact World Championship. It'll be the current champion Josh Alexander defending the championship against Bully Ray, who just got this shot a couple months ago after winning the Battle Royal. I'll go with the walking weapon, Josh Alexander, to retain the Impact World Championship here. I don't think they want to put a championship on Bully Ray right now, who's getting up there in age as himself. I'm going to go with Josh Alexander to retain the Impact World Championship here at Full Metal Mayhem. Should be a good show tonight. I'll be following it on Twitter, so we'll see what happens tonight. And now into my NFL picks for the weekend. Should be a great weekend of NFL action as we start Wildcard Weekend. First game out tomorrow, 4:30 on Fox. It'll be the Seattle Seahawks heading into Levi Stadium to take on Brock Purdy and the Niners. I will go with the Niners to get the win here. I think the Niners are a much better team right now than Seattle.
They're pretty good.
The Niners have beaten the Seahawks both times this year. I will go with the Niners to get the win here at home over the Seahawks. Next up, the LA Chargers heading into Jacksonville to take on the Chargers. I'm going to take a slight upset here. I'm going to go with Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers to get the win here. I think Justin Herbert's going to play really well this week. I think this is probably going to be one of the most exciting games of the weekend. I may not be able to stay up for this one because I got swimming practice the next morning. But I'm going to go with Justin Herbert and the Chargers to get the win here on the road in Jacksonville tomorrow night against the Jags. Next up, the Miami Dolphins heading into Buffalo to take on the Bills. Give me Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills to get the win here at home. I think the Bills are very motivated to win the Super Bowl this year. I thought they were before the Damar Hamlin thing happened, and now they're even more motivated to win this thing. I'm going to go with Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills to get the win here at home over the Dolphins.
Go Bills!
Next up, the New York Giants heading into Minnesota to take on the Minnesota Vikings. My one big upset of the weekend, I'm going to go with Danny Dimes and the Giants to get the win here on the road in Minnesota against the Vikings. I just don't see that Vikings defense doing well enough to hang around in this game. I think the Vikings have a great offense, but they can't stop anybody from scoring on them. I'm going to go with the Giants to get the win here on the road against the Vikings.
Go G-Men!
Next up, the Baltimore Ravens heading into Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. I'll go with Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals to get the win here. I think no Lamar Jackson's really going to make this game a lot less interesting. So I'm going to go with Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals to get the win here and set up a huge game next week between the Bengals and the Bills in Buffalo next week. I'm going to go with the Bengals to get the win here over the Ravens.
Go Joe!
Final game of the weekend. Basically every ESPN show is going to be here on Monday morning.
Whoop, 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 whoop!
As it'll be Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys heading in to Ray J to take on the Buccaneers. I've been hearing 60 degrees possibly on Monday night. I will go with Tom Brady and the Buccaneers to find a way to get out of here with a win. I think
whoop, 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 whoop!
Tom Brady has never lost to the Dallas Cowboys, and I think that continues here. The Cowboys are on a losing streak in the road playoff games, and it seems like the home team seems to always win this matchup, except for the last time we played when the Bucs beat the Cowboys in Dallas back in Week 1. I'm going to go with Tom Brady and the Buccaneers to find a way to get out of here with a win.
Go Bucks!
And set up a matchup between us and the Niners next week in San Francisco. I'll see you guys right back here next week on Scott Speaking Sports. I'm sorry for my mom's talking in the background there.
Whoop, whoop.
I'll see you guys right back here next week on Scott Speaking Sports. I'll be back with some more college basketball and my divisional round predictions. See you guys next week right here on Scott Speaking Sports. See you later, guys.